Oh, is this is important shit?
I think I was streaming too. That's not good.
What? What are you doing, Bobby?
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode 101 of Nintendo Talk. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my best friend in all the land, Mr. Toby Thornton. What's up, Toby?
What's up, Bobby? You may say I have got ginger nuts. For people that aren't watching the video, I'm holding up a packet of ginger nuts biscuits.
Mm-hmm. You got, I thought you were going to say you had red hair on your nads. I was going to say, that's a new discovery, Toby. I didn't know you had red hair down there. But okay. So, how you been, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I've been alright.
Okay.
How you been?
What are those ginger nuts? What exactly are they?
They're biscuits.
I know they're
ginger
biscuits, but what do they taste like? Ginger? That's it?
What do you think? Bob?
I don't know. Maybe a gingerbread or a ginger cracker. I don't know. I'm asking you.
They're a bit stronger than a gingerbread,
and they're they're
a bit tougher as well. Gingerbread are soft, and these will break your teeth.
They're like ginger snap. In the United States, they're called ginger snaps.
Yeah,
possibly, but
yeah.
in the United States, they're like almost like a dark brown cookie,
right.
But they're really hard, and you gotta like almost let them get stale.
You got to dunk them.
Yeah, either you dunk them a lot, or you kind of let them get stale where they get soft. So stupid. Like, who wants to eat a cookie that damn near breaks your tooth?
And you get just a nice burning sensation in your throat.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. Yeah, that's exactly what these things are. We need to do that this year. We haven't done that in a while. Exchange.
A biscuit swap.
Yeah, exchange food. You know?
Yeah,
like we did that a long time ago. We need to do that again. We could just sit here and eat cookies and stuff all day.
Yeah.
Live stream it. There you go. We could live stream it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we'd be too fat son of a, Anyway, let's kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our Geek Outs.
With our Geek Outs.
You're a little low-key.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you need to bring the thunder.
Take your seats. I hope you're sitting comfortably. It's time for our Geek Outs.
You were such an idiot. You were so stupid. What are you geeking out about, Toby?
The new Shenmue 3 trailer.
How many trailers are you going to get before this game
Tokyo
comes
Game
out?
Show. I know, dude. They keep dropping them, but brand new one from Tokyo Game Show. This one's all about setting the tone of the games, setting the vibe of the environments. It's like lots of bird's eye view, flying across buildings and showing all the areas off, and it just looks fantastic. Like, it looks way better than I ever thought this game would look.
They're really taking their time with this game and like really fleshing it out. I thought it was going to be a rush job, and I'm pretty sure by the way it sounds, it's definitely not at all, because it sounds like as each update hits, it gets better and better and better. So I'm pretty sure you're happy about that too.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy, Bobby.
How much you kickstarted it, correct?
Yeah.
What does that like? What level did you do that entitles you to?
I think it was just the physical PS4 version of the game.
Okay. So you're just gonna get the
probably like 30 or 40 quid, something like that.
And that's only coming to PlayStation, correct? That was a PlayStation exclusive.
I think it's coming to PC as well, which is exclusive to the Epic Store.
Okay.
It was on Steam, but Epic stole it. So
whatever. It is what it is. I am geeking out about next Friday. I have so much stuff that's coming. Link's Awakening launches Friday. I get my new Switch Lite on Friday. I get
that soon.
Yeah,
I don't think that was out for ages.
Yeah, man. This Friday it comes out. I also am getting 4 new amiibo that are coming.
What are they?
It is Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Snake, which I'm really excited about, and Link's Awakening amiibo.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, there's a rumor that in New Jersey, at Walmart's they messed up and launched them early. So I'm actually
Really?
going to leave here after we're done recording and go to Walmart
Ooh,
and see if
that's
I
juicy.
can snatch them. And if I can get them, it'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool. Yeah.
I might even cancel the ones that I ordered.
Did you watch the NVC where they were showing it off? And Brian Altano said that that's his favorite amiibo ever.
No, I didn't see. I didn't watch MVC yet. I'm gonna watch it after this at some point today.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while, but for some reason it caught my eye today. Did you see? I don't know how well you know these guys from PSVG, Nintendo Shack. Donnie Reese, who was part of Make Us Better for a little bit before I came back. They had Per Schneider on their podcast.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, I love Per. Per's awesome. So. Yeah.
Do you? So he's willing to go on some smaller podcasts.
He has. I almost had him on If We Ran Nintendo like 2 years ago. And,
you gotta reach out to him, man.
Dude, the guy kept like telling me yes and then not like replying after that. And then I would get him to say yes again and he wouldn't reply after that.
Dude, just reach out to him again. If he's doing the rounds now, then he might have some free time.
Maybe. I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
But I almost had him on If We Ran Nintendo just before. It was crazy because the topic for the week was listing what games should be on a Super Nintendo Classic. And he never replied to me. And then the next week on NBC, they did that topic. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Son of a bitch, he stole my topic. Stole my topic. Which I doubt that happened. I'm just kidding. I would like to get him on something. I would, even if it was just like a one-on-one interview. I love Per. I think Per is amazing.
He's a fascinating guy.
He is. He's pretty awesome. But the thing is like, so I'm going to watch that probably later today because they were talking about that Ring game. That weird
Ring Kong Adventure or whatever.
Yeah, I want to check it out because I don't know. I might get it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, I'm interested in it. I think it's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I want to see what it's all about. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all I got at this point. It's time to go. All right, that is all. No, I'm just kidding. So, you got a topic there, Toby. Why don't you fire that topic off for us?
How many? I said 3 to 5. How many did you pick?
I picked 3.
Okay. So my topic is: what are 3 to 5 Nintendo games you would love to see a HD remake or reimagining of on Switch? Because I would call Link's Awakening not a remaster, but it is kind of a remake / reimagining. Like graphically, it's a reimagining, but I think it's pretty.
I think it's a remaster, with some liberties taken to it. I don't see. We haven't played it yet, so it's hard to say. But I think it's pretty much the game. The only thing
it does seem pretty.
The dungeon builder is different. You know what I mean? Like that's a different thing. And I really feel. I'll be honest with you. I feel like the dungeon builder is a test for.
Yeah.
If this works and it takes off, we could see them actually do a full-on game with that, which would be great. Could you imagine a dungeon builder that has like the graphics set in the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, then like Game Boy different versions and stuff, and like you pick them and it'd be pretty awesome. So, I mean, my first one is I looked at the Wii U first, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, what games are there that I feel like needs to come over to Switch and get a remaster of some sorts? The only one that is left that I want is Super Mario 3D World. I really enjoyed that game. I know that you weren't too much of a fan of it. But me personally, I liked it a lot. And I would love to see that game remastered, brought over, given a second chance, and go.
What would you like them to add then? Because I didn't really want ports. I wanted what would be a good update to the game, or like completely changing the way the game looks or something. So I feel like if they brought that over, they'd have to add something to make it exciting.
Well, I would like to see them do maybe some additional worlds. Give us an additional character that more or less you didn't have in the other one. But
what characters did you have before?
You had Peach, You had Toad, you had Luigi, you had Mario.
Did you have Rosalina?
And you had
as well?
Rosalina as well. So maybe one thing would be to make Rosalina unlockable at the start. Because Rosalina you had to unlock.
Yeah.
And that was, you had to, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like collect all the stars.
Yeah.
So you had to get all 120 stars. But maybe whatever. That's neither here nor there. I don't know what character. Maybe Toadette could be a character that you could have in there.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
But I would like to see them make a couple additional levels with that. What I really thought they should have done, this was my opinion back in the day, a year or two ago, was I really thought they should have bundled Captain Toad with that game and made that the deluxe version. Like basically have both of those come over. That being said, I think I wasted my time on that question because that was not what you were looking for, and I apologize for that. So
that's all right. I'll tell you one thing quickly that I hated about that game was, for some reason, I don't know if it's related to the gamepad or the fact that it's a multiplayer game, but every now and then you'd get a weird border appear on the screen, and it'd like flash up around the edges. And I don't know if that's because your characters got too far apart or something, but it seemed really unnecessary. It's like bluish border that would pop up, and it'd like flash, and it just really irritated me.
You know what they could do to make it additional? Take Super Mario Land 3D Land that came out right around the same time on
that's
the
a great
3DS.
idea.
Mash the two together and make like,
I like that.
a dual pack or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that might be the answer because that game was fantastic. That game was really well done on the 3DS. So maybe that would be like take those two, merge them, and then that would be your remaster or remake or whatever. So go ahead. What do you got?
So I would like to see Ocarina of Time, right? So I know
how many times they got to remaster this game.
Well, the thing is, they've already got the 3DS version, which is graphically updated, but it is like for like the same game. So I would like to see them completely reimagine the game. So it would be the same core story, the same sort of dungeons, but like the world would be much bigger, much more fleshed out. Like Hyrule Field would be huge. You know, not necessarily Breath of the Wild huge, but it would be much bigger. But yeah, sort of just put the core design of that game into a larger, more modern experience. That's what I'd like to see. Because I think the 3DS version, although it was good graphically, it was a little bit like, just doing the same thing as always. Like, everyone's played Ocarina of Time millions of times. So to make that feel more fresh, I think would require a complete overhaul.
Yeah, I think the only other step that I would do with that is I would do a 2-pack bundle and I would put Majora's Mask in there too. Like, if you're doing the one, just do the other one. Do them at the same time. Don't give me this BS where you put the one out and then 6 months later you put the other one out. Like, put them both together and dual pack them in and go. But, you know. A game that I never played that I hear such great things about, and I would really like to see a remaster of, so that way I could get it again and play it and really enjoy it, would be Super Mario RPG The 1,000-Year Door.
Yeah, man.
I would really like to play that for the first time and really dive in. I do have it. I bought it from Nick a while back. Just never fired it up. Didn't have a place to play it.
That's one that would look great in HD. Like all crisp. Like what was it? Was it Color Splash? The Wii U one?
Yes.
If they had that graphical style on that the older game. Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, man. That's a good pick. I would like to see a 3D version of Kirby's Dream Course from the SNES.
You know what?
And
I played that last night. That game is trash, man. That game is trash. I tried it last night, Toby, because of you, and I was like, never again.
Why, Bobby?
It was so bad.
It doesn't tell you how to play it.
There's one. I'm sitting there going, like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Once you know the controls, Bobby, it's such a magical experience.
Magical, no, it is bad.
Yeah, all right. Well, don't you think, though, that it's a cool concept, and if they could modernize it and give you a proper tutorial and everything,
Toby,
make it 3D.
Let me explain something to you, my friend. No more Kirby. please. Every year, we get 1 to 3 games of this little pink bastard, and I'm done with it. I need a break from Kirby. Please.
Throw in a level editor as well. Make your own courses. That would be amazing, man. And you don't just play as Kirby as well. Oh my god, dude. You can pick characters from the Kirby series. You can have Meta Knight. Play golf with Meta Knight. Like,
let me know when you're done. Because I don't want any more Kirby. I'm done with Kirby. Done. Please stop with the Kirby stuff.
Okay, your turn.
Oh my god, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. I would like to see that it needs a remaster. It needs like a reimagining of sorts. I feel like I had seen pictures at one time of an artist rendition of like an HD remaster of that and what it could potentially look like, and I'm on board, man. That would be fantastic because it is a really good story. It's a good concept, and I would love to see that brought out and like fleshed out and stuff. So that's one I would definitely want.
I would love to see Super Mario Bros. 2, which I think you would approve of.
Oh, I'd be down with that.
If they completely updated that graphically, made it a 3D 2.5D game, fleshed out some of the levels a bit more, added some new levels in, because I think that it is the black sheep of the series, and it would be cool to have people revisit that and see where a lot of the Mario mechanics today came from.
Yeah.
And a lot of the characters and stuff. So yeah, I think that would be a really ideal one, like Zelda 2.
Honestly, man, I would love a sequel to that game. And what I would like about a sequel to that is I would like a new art style and not the new art style. Like, I would like them to make a new art. Like, that's the thing I feel like the 2D side-scrolling Mario game needs is a new art style. You know, that was the thing that really disappointed me with Nintendo. I felt like they got really super lazy with the side-scrolling side of things. Like, you think about it. Like, Mario 1, we got a style. Mario 2, we got a style. Mario 3, we got a style. Super Mario World, we got a style. And then they went to
Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island was another totally different art style, right? And that's really Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And then they went off and did their 3D stuff. And then when they came back, they did a new Super Mario Brothers. They infused a new art style. And then they kept that art style for numerous generations and numerous consoles. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, like, no more. We don't need, like, change the art style. Stop being lazy and doing cut-paste nonsense. Like, take time and really flush out a new art style. And I think that would be fantastic if they did that. And
yeah, man,
you know,
it's crazy. They milked that art style for everything it had. Like, how many games? There 4 new Super Mario Bros. Games. You got the DS. You got DS, Wii. You've got Wii U. 3DS, which is and Wii U. Yeah, I think that's all 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man.
All using the same art style. That's just not on, is it? No wonder people got sick of that. Like,
honestly, that's why I got really tired of it. Like, it was just like, dude, enough. Like, stop. Dude, I wouldn't mind seeing them remaster Super Metroid. Like,
I didn't think about that one.
When you looked at Metroid Samus Returns on the 3DS, that art style was fantastic. I would be as bold as to say I would love to see Nintendo tweak the art style, make everything look a lot like that version, and then do like a Super Metroid All-Stars, where you get multiple, like you get one Super Metroid, all the bunch of Game Boy ones, all in one bundle, one package, and then play that. That would be fantastic. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Remember way back in the day when Link Between Worlds was first being rumored, and they were talking about the game started off as a Link to the Past remake. Mm-hmm. Like, I've always said to you that game doesn't need a remake. Like, it's classic. The pixel art is timeless.
Yeah.
but I'm still very intrigued as to what that actually would look like.
Yeah.
So if they did go and do that after Link's Awakening, I'd be down for that.
I would be down big time for that.
Mm.
I sent you an image one time. Man, it was months ago now, where someone on Instagram did a mock-up of what it would look like, and it's the raining segment, and it looked fantastic. That's the one thing I thought about that game when I went back the other day and was playing it, and it was like that tone, the way that game starts off, right in the middle of it at night, it's a thunderstorm or whatever happening. They never brought back that moment again the entire game. Like, it never rained again in that entire game.
That's what's so effective about it, though.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to, like, even if it's, like, later on in the game or by the end, like, it drums up again, like you're going to the castle for the final time. Like, it just, out of nowhere, this storm opened up.
Yeah,
it would have been kind of cool to have something like
definitely.
that. Because that was such a moment, man.
Yeah, you're right. They have on Death Mountain, they have a bit of a thunderstorm going on. I don't know if that's just in the Dark World.
Yeah, maybe.
When you're at the top and there's lightning and stuff, but it's not the same sort of thing. So.
Do you have any more games? That's it, right? You're done?
Yeah, that's it for my list, yeah.
All right, so my topic for this week is what Super Nintendo games are you looking forward to coming to Nintendo Online? So Nintendo came out, and essentially they said, we are not going to be on a strict schedule. We're just going to release them when we release them, which I think is a mistake, but whatever. It's their game. We'll play their game. But there's a lot of games that are missing. I feel like this initial offering, kind of weak. They had some.
I think it's strong, man.
I think there's some games in there that are absolute trash.
There's a few stinkers, but the majority of them are great.
Yeah, though those few stinkers could have been pulled back. I think they were holding out. Like, dude, that puzzle game, trash.
No, not the one with the goo. The little goo drops.
That's horrible.
No, you know what? The mistake they made, right?
The mistake they made was they didn't even translate it.
They didn't do this one. This is Kirby's Ghost Trap, and this is the same game with a Kirby skin. So they should have just done that, and then
probably
didn't
want 3 Kirby games on there. That's why. but like, even that Earth Defense thing from Jalico, that was bad. Like, that was like Gradius. Like, just put on Super Gradius or.
Yeah, but dude, you've got Mario World, you've got Mario World 2, you've got Link to the Past, you've got Metroid. You've got so many great games. It's not like.
There's some great.
Look, remember
Joe and Mac? That Joe and Mac is horrible.
No, that's a good game, man.
You're crazy, man.
I love that.
That game is so bad.
That game's
so bad.
Do you remember when the Wii U Virtual Console launched? It didn't have a Link to the Past. We waited ages to get a Link to the Past on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Just because they gave it to us at start doesn't make it wonderful.
It does, man. We got a solid base. We got a solid ground to work
There's some good games. I'm not knocking. I just feel like there's some real stinkers in there that I'm not happy about.
Okay.
They got Kirby Dream Course on there. That needs to go. Kirby
I've
Dream
got a whole
Land 3
list.
need to go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want a whole list. I just want a few. Give me a few here. What do you got?
Sim City. That is a guaranteed classic that we need.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is such just a relaxing game. And what's really cool is they've got Bowser in it. Like, Bowser will come and wreck the city.
He's a Godzilla.
Yeah. And I like the way that they you can jump into pre-made cities, and I think there's like one that's like based on Detroit.
Yeah.
And it's got a traffic issue or a crime issue, and then you've got to go in and fix it. Yeah. You've got a limited budget. Like,
they did like scenarios. Yeah, they did scenarios. Real quick before we jump in a little bit further, are you buying the controller?
No, I'm not. I can't afford it, Bobby. It's too expensive for me. Like, I would love it, but it's not worth it.
I think I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to give you the money to buy it for me then.
Doesn't mean to say I don't want it in the future, Bob.
You know what, Toby? Stop thinking about yourself, okay? It's about me. Come on.
I thought you only wanted purple buttons, man. You don't want these nice, colourful buttons.
I want the purple buttons and the color. I have the Japanese Famicom. Yeah. I want all of them. I want all
All
of
I'm
them,
saying
Toby.
is you were trashing on the European one last week, so you know.
Well, you know why? Because here's the thing. I'm so sick. I saw it on MVC again this week. So
Yeah.
sick of the North American people that act like, like, oh my God, I've always loved these things. You didn't even know about them. Just stop. It wasn't like we ever knew those things existed until the internet came around. So just stop the madness. I get so annoyed with people that act like, oh, they're the greatest. I loved them as a kid. You never even had them as a kid. Just stop. The purple is North American. You should love the purple. Those things were fantastic. Don't start. Okay, so my first one is the original Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, that's on my list.
I don't really necessarily Diddy Kong Quest or whatever.
Diddy Kong's Quest. Yeah.
That was good too. 3 got a little bit monotonous, but definitely 1 and 2 need to be there. I definitely feel like those games definitely need to be there. I can't wait till they are there. That would be pretty fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
What
See, I was thinking about online multiplayer a little bit, and I've got a couple on here that would be really great for that, but I don't know if they'd bring them across. So number 1 is Goof Troop, which is a really good co-op top-down action game.
Okay.
But because it's licensed, I doubt that they're going to bring that over. But I think that would be really good. Another multiplayer one, Street Fighter 2.
No. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's because how many more Street Fighters we need? They gave us every version there was.
Oh, I suppose you got the collections already on Switch, haven't you?
Yeah, but it would be kind of cool to be able to play those online because you can't play them online right now. So be able to
I think you can on the collection. There's a couple that they actually added online to.
Oh,
the
did they?
retro
Okay,
games.
okay. Well, I stand corrected then.
Super Bomberman. That'd be a good multiplayer online.
Are we going back and forth, or are you just going to list every game you have?
No, I'm just saying because I got a really long list, so I thought I'd just list the multiplayer ones and steal a couple.
Just stop it. All right, this is nonsense. You're just rattling off. I'm sitting there like, okay, when's my turn here? What an idiot. Okay, Earthbound is a definite must. Has to be on there. Has to show up eventually. I want to play that game again. I love that game.
I'm not fussed about it.
You never even played it. Exactly. Try it. It's a great story, man. It is a gut-wrenching story. It is so good.
You know what would be better than Earthbound is Super Mario RPG.
That's one that I think is definitely going to get there. I think they're just got to work out some kinks with Square, but they're playing nice a lot lately, so I see that definitely happening.
Yeah.
As speaking of Square, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 got to be there.
4 and 6, you mean?
No, I mean 2 and 3. We don't
4
go
and 6.
We don't do that, Toby. It's 2 and 3. There is no such
I don't
thing
know.
as 4
Look,
and 6.
Bobby.
Stop it.
I've got collections on PS1 with 1 to like 6, and then I got 7, 8, and 9. So it makes sense to me to call it 4 and 6. So that's what I'm going to call it.
It's 2 and 3. It's 2 and 3.
I want Final Fantasy 4 on
on
there. Definitely.
I'm gonna throw
6 never clicked with me that much.
Really?
I like
the
graphical style. Like, it's very dour, that game. Like, the start of the game is so dour.
Here's the thing with that game. I played that game, right? And coming off of 4, coming off of that one, I was so fired up for 3, right? I was so fired up to play that game. And then got in and I started playing it, and I was just like, it ain't doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. And I put it down, right? And I put it down for probably 3 weeks. And I tried to go back. And I couldn't remember where I was, couldn't remember what was going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll come back eventually. And then like another 3-4 weeks go by, and I'm like, I really got to go back and play that game. So I start playing again, right? And for some reason, it clicks. Something happened, and I got it. And because I kept like reading Nintendo Power stuff, and they were just basically talking about when you hit the opera scene, if you can make it to the opera scene, the game just changes. And they're absolutely right. If you could just get to that opera scene, which really isn't that deep in, maybe 10 hours in, but you get to that opera scene and it's like, dude, the emotion and everything just fires up, and it starts to show you what that game really becomes. Because the nice thing about that game is you assemble this massive team, and you're constantly going around and swapping out your party members to build their levels up. Because when you do the final boss battle, you actually have to create, I think, 3 or 4 teams of 3. And each one goes off into different sections of the final battle and does different things. It is unbelievable, man. So well done.
That
So
sounds
well
cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I would give it another go if
Yeah.
it came on there, but yeah.
Yeah, what else you got?
What
other
Secret
fi-
of Evermore.
What other 15
another
games you got?
This is more of an action RPG, but it is a big RPG. Secret of Evermore. Did you ever get that one, or is that just one that
I
came out in
did.
Europe?
No, I got it. I don't remember a lot about it. The thing with Secret of Evermore, and I think what hurt it, in my opinion, was we started to get like Secret of Mana. We got Chrono Trigger, and this game was a lot more of that. And I was just like, yeah, I just want to play a regular RPG now.
See,
So
I don't know.
I played
think
quite a bit of it. I have no memory of it at all.
it's got some cooler aspects, I think, than the Mana series. Just like, I don't know, there's something about that game that I just love. Like, it's got the time travel elements and the dog and everything, and I just think it's really cool. I think that'd be a great one.
No, I'm with you. I would love to play it again. You know what I mean? Because Chrono Trigger, I think, belongs on there. Secret of Mana, I could wait for that. I don't need that right away. But
we got the collection.
We got the collection, and then they're, you know, like, and it is on the classic. You know what I mean? The mini.
Yeah.
So me personally, I would rather just get, I'd rather get Chrono Trigger. Like, that's the thing about that era of Square. The music was just fantastic during that era. Like, all those games were just great musically and stuff. So I would love to get more of that.
Yeah, definitely.
My final game that I have on my list that I really want is Mario Paint. And there's a couple of reasons why I want Mario Paint. One, I loved playing and making cartoons on Mario Paint. So I know that, like, the community, as creative as these kids are today, and the stuff that they can create, I can't even imagine, A, the music they'd be making, and B, the cartoons that they would be making. Like, it would be unbelievable.
Yeah, you're right, actually, because like online sharing and tutorials online, like I think that game would be a lot more accessible than it was.
Yeah.
If they added, I know it's a bit of an ask, but if they added touchscreen functionality,
that'd be
so
huge.
you could use a stylus, that would be really huge. Like,
fantastic.
So otherwise, like, unless they do some sort of mouse peripheral, I don't know how you'd really do it.
Yeah, I'd be all for it. I'd be, oh god, it'd be so good. So good. That game was just fantastic back then. So I'd look for something like that. Give me 2 more.
Yeah, that's good. I got 2 more.
Okay.
Number 1 is Flashback. Did you ever play that one?
No, never played that one.
It was a side-scrolling adventure game, kind of like the old Prince of Persia. Very slow-paced, but very cool.
Yeah.
Very unusual game.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which is actually another good co-op one.
I've heard that's a really good game, and I've never played it.
It is.
So I would like to check
I've got it behind me, actually.
Yeah, there it is right there. I would like to get Ken Griffey Baseball, and is Super Metroid on there?
Yes, Super Metroid is.
Okay, and then I would like to get Punch-Out! Super Punch-Out!
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about a hockey game? Hockey games are always great.
Yeah, but were there really any good ones on the Super Nintendo?
There was. You're right. It might have been Mega Drive that had all the good ones.
Like the EA ones were. But
Yeah.
The EA ain't gonna bring nothing over to Nintendo. They're just being tool bags.
Yes.
They're just.
Oh, what about Super Star Wars? They're good. Super
Yeah,
Nintendo games.
they would be great to come over. I wonder if they put them on PlayStation a couple of years ago, right? So
I think they only put the first one on
I thought
there.
they put all 3. I thought they kind of changed them up a little bit, put some save states in them and all that stuff. That would be fantastic because those games are really, really good.
I'll tell you what, I am loving the save anywhere save states.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
it does make it better.
it's so funny because I'm going back and I'm playing these games and I'm like, how do I save? Like, I can't remember how I save, so I'm like, oh, I'll just click in the R buttons, like, just create a restore point. Like,
Yeah,
it's way easier
good.
than
It is way easier because not only that, like some of those games, like Super Ghouls and Ghosts,
yeah,
or Ghosts and God, whatever the heck that version is. Like, dude, that is so hard. Like, you got to create save states. Like, you should actually create save states every 2 minutes on that game.
yeah.
Like, seriously.
Started playing Demon's Crest. Never played it
that
before,
game's
but dude,
tough, man.
it's so good though. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that good. Like,
Yeah, that was
just the pick.
Gargoyle's Quest is what got me into that series on the Game Boy originally.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it was such a good game, dude. Such a good game. Yeah. ActRaiser would be fantastic. We're still going.
Yeah, I know. We're just just listing games.
Let's just the library is so gorgeous and so amazing for the Super Nintendo. Like, bring everything. Bring everything.
Yeah.
I got some rapid fire questions, Toby. I think I got some questions. Take a little bit of time if you want to take some time, but we're gonna have some fun with this. Will we ever see a new Fantasy Life game?
Oh man, I really, really hope so. Like,
Right?
oh, I missed that game. I was thinking about that game the other day.
That game was so
I was watching,
good, man.
I was watching a Let's Play of Zelda Randomizer, and this guy does this bit where he speeds it up if he's like just traveling across the horror field or whatever, and he puts music over the top. He put a Fantasy Life track over the top of it, and I was like, oh, nostalgia! Like, I just want to play it.
That game was so good, man.
Yeah,
So much to do. You know what I mean? Like, that game was so deep with stuff.
It's like just play it how you want as well. You got all the different jobs that you can play as.
They messed up by taking that game to mobile because I don't think it did
big
anything.
time.
I don't think it did anything on mobile, and so it makes me wonder if they would ever bring it. But man, I would love that game again. Like, it was so good.
Yeah.
When do we get Pikmin 4? And will we see a Pikmin remaster on the Switch?
I think they probably will bring Pikmin 1 and 2 and possibly 3 over as like a pack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll ever see Pikmin 4. I think that's cancelled.
Really?
Yeah, I think that thing has been going on for so long now. It's either in development hell or they've just outright cancelled it. There's no reason they wouldn't have released it by now.
Well, Miyamoto said it was done.
Yeah, so if it was done, why didn't they release it?
I just think timing wise, I think they're saving it for when they have a lull of a year, and they might be tweaking
Dude,
it.
the start of the year last year, there were a few dry patches. Like, they should have put it out by now.
I don't think they're looking at those as dry patches because I think they're looking at what we have coming for the year. I think if they look at the year overall, and I think in their mind, I think Pikmin is a huge. I mean, that was like the game on the Wii U. When the Wii U
it was one of those games that they said, we've got Zelda coming and we've got Smash Bros coming and we got Pikmin. Like, they were like the things to get excited about.
Yeah.
And
are you a big Pikmin fan or no?
I did really enjoy Pikmin 3, even with the gamepad stuff.
Yeah.
So I would be into it if they brought Pikmin 4 out, but
I think
I'm not holding my breath.
I think some of the not curiosity. I think some of the issue for them is how do we make it work? Because the controls were always, a thing.
There were GameCube games originally. I know they added the Wii Remote functionality when they ported them, but
they actually added it again to the Pikmin 3. They put those controls like they
did, didn't they? Yeah.
They went back and added them later. And they also changed the functionality with the gamepad.
It does actually, it does work so well actually. Like, now though you've got the Switch Lite where the Joy-Cons are not detachable.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me even more convinced that we're not getting it, because if you're right and they want to have pointer controls, like they could do that with a Joy-Con with the sensor thing on it, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do it now.
It's gonna be interesting. So we have Witcher 3, Overwatch. What is the next big hit game to hit the Switch?
Devil's Third. They might pull it.
I'm thinking GTA 5.
No, I you know what? Like that would be great. I've always wanted GTA.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
Are
was
you
playing
surprised?
GTA last
Are
night.
you surprised GTA hasn't showed up yet?
Uh in a way, but I'm still like because The Witcher looks so bad, like graphically, it really makes me think that GTA wouldn't look any better.
Yeah, but
I don't
Witcher wasn't a PS3 game, was it?
know. The Witcher 3 was a PS4 game, so they could. I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
GTA
Like
was a PS3 game
it
first.
was originally, which that's what made me think in the first place that we might get it, but I don't know. Seems like a lot of work.
I don't know. It's
I mean,
interesting. It's definitely an interesting tale, and I think L.A. Noire was probably a test for them. And I don't
yeah.
know how that game sold.
You know what, as well? Like, there's the whole GTA Online thing,
Hmm.
and like they're constantly updating that, and the actual game itself is like 60 odd gigabytes.
Yeah.
I know that they managed to shrink The Witcher with all its DLC onto a cart, which is amazing. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be possible, man, with the size of GTA. Like,
Are you getting The Witcher 3?
no, I'm not gonna
Really?
get it.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
I played a lot of it on PS4, and I
Mm.
did enjoy my time with it, but it's too big and too intimidating. Like,
Oh,
I need
Jesus.
smaller games right now. Like, yeah.
um, what is the next special edition Switch you think will come out?
Animal Crossing.
You think that's the next one?
Yeah, after the Switch Lite with the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's
Um,
obvious, but
but
that's
yeah,
already
like,
announced. So you okay?
yeah,
So that's question one of it. So
yeah,
you think Animal Crossing? I
yeah.
agree with that. I think Animal Crossing is next. Do you think we get an Animal Crossing full console or just the Switch Lite?
It'd be nice to have both, but it's more likely Switch Lite, definitely.
Um, let's follow that up. When do you think the next special edition Pro controller comes?
Oh, that's a real tough one.
That's a hard one, right? Because I thought we were going to get something with Link's Awakening,
Yeah.
either a special edition console or a Pro controller. We got nothing. We got the Amiibo,
Mm,
and then we've never gotten. Like, I wonder, do we get with Breath of the Wild 2 one?
yeah, I think you would. I was wondering if the Xenoblade remaster, because they did a Xenoblade
Yeah,
Chronicles 2 one, didn't
yeah.
they?
That was actually the best Pro controller they
Yeah,
put out. Like, they had the
yeah,
first two the Splatoon 2 one and the other one, the D pads were horrible. They fixed
yeah.
it with Xenoblade, so that would be kind of cool to get that.
What if? See, I think Daemon X Machina. I know that that's not a very popular game,
Yeah,
but like the art style on that, like
I know.
that, I could see that making a very cool controller.
I'm surprised. Well, I think because of the fact that it didn't get much buzz, I think Bayonetta could potentially get one.
Yep, yeah,
Because I
definitely.
feel like a Pro controller is a half step to like something special for a console. It just, I wonder if the controllers weren't selling well. That's why they just backed off of them.
Maybe.
Because the last
Yeah,
one we
you
got
might
was
be right
Smash.
there.
The last one we got was
Yeah.
Smash, which was a year ago, right?
Hmm.
We're working up on a year. Um, I mean, dude, if they gave me an Animal Crossing one, I'd be happy as hell with that. Like, I'll buy
Yeah.
everything Animal Crossing. Give me it all. Give me 2 consoles and a Pro controller, and I'm set.
You know what
Because
they
I'll
should
buy.
bring back? Clear controllers.
Oh, that would be cool, dude.
Yeah,
That would be cool. I'd be
that'd be
all
really
about
cool.
that. Um, if you could add, this is very difficult for you. Okay, this is a
Okay.
difficult
Okay.
question for you.
All
If
right.
you could add one
Just
feature
one.
to the Switch right now, what would it be?
Are we talking hardware or like system menu kind of
If
thing.
you could add one feature to the Switch right now, what would it be?
Can I get specific?
Like to you, what is the
Like,
most important thing that you feel you want on the Switch?
I want a revised eShop. That's what I want.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
That's a yeah. That
they got to
definitely
sort that out, man.
yeah. That's a mess. I want the
Yeah.
Wii U eShop on there. It amazes me because I feel like the Wii U eShop was just so good. So easy to get around, so easy to navigate. Loved the music in there, loved everything about it. Like your balance was right there on the main page at all times. You could see how much money you had. You could everything was there. It was
Yeah.
just simple, man.
You know what? Like people have been giving the Epic Store a lot of stick for how bad the store is and
Hmm.
how lacking in features it is. They've got a roadmap for it where they're like, "Oh, we're gonna give you the option to purchase more than one item at a time, like have a shopping basket." They don't have
Yeah,
a shopping basket. Um, Lots of things like searching and all these other different things that people are getting really annoyed at Epic about. But Nintendo is no better. Like
yeah,
they've not really added anything new. They've updated it once or twice. They added a Discover category or whatever it was early on, and I just feel like they're getting a bit of a free pass for how bad the eShop is. Like, I think
yeah.
people should be getting on their backs a bit more about it.
I agree, and it's not even that. Like when you look at um, the lack of ability to find. Like here's the thing, right? This is the one thing that annoys me with the eShop so badly, right?
Mm.
So why is there a um, featured segment, right?
Hmm.
And the games that they feature are Nintendo games, like big Nintendo games,
Yeah,
not little Nintendo games. Like Smash is on there. Why is
yeah,
Smash on there? Why
yeah,
is Dragon Quest 11 on there? Why is like you can literally go through the list of games that are on there. I'm gonna fire up now just to look at it because it's ridiculous the games that are on there. When I look at it and
mm,
I go, well, people are gonna buy this. Like people know about these games. What I feel like the featured is like if something special is coming or it's something different that you don't
mm,
necessarily know about. Like those are the ones that make sense to put. Not like so we're looking right here, right? So we got featured, and then you go through. First one is Overwatch. Like, you don't need to feature Overwatch. Everybody's going to buy that game. Doesn't need to be featured. Because you also have
mm.
that Overwatch incoming soon. So it doesn't need to be there. Damon X Machina. Okay, maybe that needs a little push, right? I'll give that a pass. Needs a little push. Kirby's Clash. That doesn't need a push. It's a Kirby game. Do you buy it or you don't? Like, people know about that game. Super Nintendo Online. Why are you featuring that? To me, that's stuff that everybody knows about. You don't need to focus on that. Why is Link's
Yeah,
Awakening on here? You know what I mean? Like, again, who's not buying Link's Awakening? Like Astral Chain, okay, that needs to be on there. It's a big game, but it's also like a partnership with them. Should be on there. Witcher 3, another one. It's a huge game. I don't understand why, but maybe they want to work the partnership with with CD Projekt Red, NBA 2K20. Every single NBA game is on there on the featured list. Um, the Final Fantasy one, I'm good with that. I'm good with Final Fantasy 8 being on there, right? I'm good with Torchlight 2 being on there because those are games that I feel like aren't huge nose grid auto sport. It seems like it's diversifying a little bit. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Fire Emblem. Why is Fire Emblem on this list? Like, what do you feel like? I just feel like Super Mario Maker 2 is on here. I feel like there's so many games that can't get spotlighted. That segment should be for stuff that's hard for people. Like maybe it's hard for people to find, but it's also like just
They need to figure out a way to help developers get discovered more easily.
Yes.
That discourages developers from just putting their games on sale, because
Because
that's
that's
the
what's
only way they're
happening.
getting
Yep.
noticed.
Yeah.
And I occasionally go into the sales section and I get dismayed, right? Because I go down, I scroll down, it loads. You go down, it
Yeah.
loads some new games, loads some new games, loads some new games, and I get like halfway down the list, and it's taking me like 10 minutes. Like the list is so
That's
huge, and
another
I'm
thing.
like,
Yeah, that's another.
I
That's
just
another issue.
cannot find anything because it's just so much trash in there.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to get seen, and it's like a sale doesn't feel special when everyone's just appearing on this list.
They're
It's like,
just doing it just to get their stuff. I mean, listen.
yeah,
I work for a TUI, right? I work for a TUI now, and I know for a fact that like in the past, like he was putting games on sale just to get noticed. Like
mm,
people actually said, right? Well, it makes me not want to buy your game when you put it up for sale so quickly, and it's a valid thing. But the problem is that you also have to make money, and if you're
yeah,
when you put a game on sale, when you sell more copies of a game on sale than you do when it's not, and it has nothing to do with the game and has everything to do with the ability to find it.
yeah.
That's not good, man.
You know what? Just being able to tag stuff like Mario Maker 2, right?
Yeah.
You can tag the levels and you can search by level tags.
Yeah.
And you get all these different things come up that you're looking for. Like,
Yeah.
why can't you just have that on the eShop? Like, I want to play a puzzle platformer.
Yeah.
You put those tags in, you get all the puzzle platformers. It's like,
Yeah.
how hard is that?
Yeah.
It makes no sense why that feature isn't there. Like,
Yeah.
is it because they would have to go back and retrofit like all the other games with tags? I don't know.
I feel like they were going to. Not only that, like, why can't we get reviews? Like, if someone buys
You
a
had
game,
that on Wii U, didn't you? You had a star rating on
yeah,
Wii U,
yeah,
right?
you had a star rating on the Wii U, but they should actually allow you to go back. Now they allowed it for like a week, and then they took it away. But they should make something that if you buy the game, and maybe you have to play the game for 10 hours, right? Buy the game, play it for 10 hours, you're allowed to review the game and give your honest opinion on it. And they should actually have that in there. You know, like, it's just so bad the way it is right now. And they need to fix something. You know, they really do need to fix something. It's just, for me, I would like to see themes brought in. But I do feel like the store is probably the number one problem with that place right now. And that needs to get fixed. Like, it's pretty bad how bad when you go in there and you have to go to the store every Tuesday, every Thursday. How bad is it that you go to the store on Tuesday, you see the games that are Tuesday, you go there on Thursday, and the games that are on there Tuesday are so far down the list it's not even funny. You're getting 20 to 30 new games a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is
It
crazy.
sucks because it's a couple of weeks go by sometimes when I don't check the shop, and when I do check it, I just can't be bothered to scroll that far. It's like I'm obviously going to be missing some of it, but
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's
man.
just it's bad time for.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see how developers want to bring their games to the Switch when, like, again, the featured section should be featured games. Like, put a Nintendo feature, like Nintendo games featured, and then put indie developers featured, and then put third parties featured. Whatever you do, like, break it into categories. So this way, it's like RPGs featured or whatever. Like, and only do like 5 games or whatever. But like it's crazy to me how hard it is for games to get viewed, just to be seen. It's nuts. It's just crazy. So that is all. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Nintendo Talk. Be sure to check out I'm talking. You
I'm not doing anything.
You moved something.
doing
You made a
anything.
noise. You're trying to get into your cookies or your biscuits. Just relax.
sorry, right?
What are you doing? Wait, we got 2 seconds before you can get a biscuit in your mouth. Can you wait a second?
I'm hungry, Bobby.
That is all. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Nintendo Talk. You can be sure to check out everything that Mr. Toby Big Mouth over there wants to feed his face Thornton is doing. Just follow Toby_Take over on Twitter. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. Peace out, Preston. You are an Now that we got all the bullshit out of the way. Okay. All right. You ready? Oh, God. Here we go.
Just move my chair.
You have to move it like that?
Yes, it's the thick plush carpet. You can't slide across it.
It sucks, right? If I move my chair like that, I'd break the chair.
You'd have to rod up your ass.
Yeah. Good Lord. Lord have mercy. I got to get one of them. I broke my one wheel today. Because I did exactly what you were doing. I was but I was trying to roll, and it popped. I'm like, oh, no. So I got to buy a new chair.
When are they going to invent hover chairs, man?
That'd be nice, right? That'd be real nice.
Yeah.
The problem is I should have bought one of those plastic things. But, dude, they're horrible. Like, you slide then.
Yeah. Dude, when you were growing up, did you ever have an inflatable chair?
An inflatable chair?
Yeah.
No.
Just one that you blow up, and it's like a plastic thing, and it looks like an armchair.
No. We weren't poor, Toby. Just kidding. No, I never. No, that was just a joke. No, we were poor, but I don't. Maybe that's the problem. We were too poor to afford that back then.
Oh, that was like every kid's dream when I was a kid.
Nah, beanbag chairs was
like
our
a cup
dream.
holder.
Beanbag chairs was my. When I was 15, I finally got a beanbag chair. I loved it. I might buy another one. Might just buy another.
The problem with Bobby, if you got any, you'd never get out of it.
I just roll on the ground and get up. I would just roll to the side and get up. Yeah, it'd be good.
Okay, all right.
Well, because, dude, I used to like, you'd sit on the edge of it.
Yeah.
There'd be just enough cushion under your buttocks, right? But then you could lean back into the chair, and it was like you were kind of like, I used to love it. I used to play games like that for hours.
Dude, if one of them bad boys splits open, then that's your whole day ruined.
You know what? Why are you saying something like that? What are you trying to say, Toby? What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, man. They get wear and tear.
You are hateful. You're a hateful soul.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're just taking shots left and right, and I don't appreciate it.
Man.
I think it's mean and condescending.
Let's go on with the show.
Anyway, let's do this. What show are we doing again? Okay, I got you.
We're not streaming, are we?
No, we're not streaming this time. Oh my god, that was bad. Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode 101 of Nintendo Talk.